Welcome to Versus, the best career comparison channel. Two artists, two careers, and only one winner. In this video, we explore the legendary careers of Michael Jackson and Prince, two artists who forever changed the music world. From their early beginnings and first breakthroughs to groundbreaking albums, unforgettable hits, and record-setting tours, we'll dive deep into their greatest achievements and lasting legacy to answer the ultimate question: who left the bigger mark on history? Michael Jackson was born in 1958 in Gary, Indiana, the seventh of nine kids in a working-class family. Trained by his strict father Joe, Michael was thrust into the spotlight as the lead of the Jackson 5 by age 6. But while the group's name said Jackson 5, millions of fans only had eyes for one. Michael stole the show with his energy, voice, and cute face, and was simply destined for a solo career. Motown saw the gold in Michael's solo appeal. They began crafting songs just for him, quietly preparing for what would be his inevitable solo breakout. Prince, also born in 1958, grew up in Minneapolis in a musical family. His parents were both musicians, and despite a turbulent home life, Prince taught himself multiple instruments and wrote his first song at 7. Prince started playing piano at age 7, guitar at 13, and drums soon after. By his teens, he could play over a dozen instruments. At just 19 years old, Prince signed a major record deal with Warner Bros. Records in 1977. He negotiated complete creative control, a rare move for such a young artist. In 1971, at just 13 years old, Michael released his first solo single under Motown, Got to Be There. It was a hit. This was followed by Ben, a tender ballad about a boy and his pet rat. Strange, yes, but it hit #1, proving Michael could stand on his own. In 1975, the Jackson 5 left Motown and signed with Epic Records, rebranding themselves as the Jacksons. This move gave the brothers creative freedom and Michael a chance to start writing his own songs. During this period, you could feel the transformation. Michael was maturing, his voice deeper, his lyrics more personal, and his ambition sky high. Prince's first major success came with his 1979 self-titled album Prince, which featured the hit singles I Wanna Be Your Lover and Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad. The album showcased his unique blend of funk, R&B, and pop, propelling him into the mainstream. I Wanna Be Your Lover topped the R&B chart and crossed into the pop top 20, establishing Prince as a rising star. This breakthrough laid the foundation for his innovative, genre-blending career and growing cultural influence. Michael Jackson's albums had a transformative impact on music, culture, and the industry. Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, breaking racial barriers on MTV and elevating music videos into an art form. Off the Wall set new standards for pop and R&B crossover appeal, while Bad produced a record-setting string of chart-topping singles. Dangerous introduced New Jack Swing to global audiences, and History fused personal reflection with global anthems. His albums not only dominated charts but also influenced generations of artists, expanded the scale of global tours, and redefined what it meant to be a worldwide pop icon. Number 3, Bad 1987. On August 34, 1987, Michael released the album Bad. Bad became the first album in history to have 5 consecutive #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100. I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Dirty Diana. The album reached #1 on both the US Billboard 200 and the UK Billboard. It has sold over 35 million copies worldwide and is certified 11 times platinum. Number 2, Off the Wall, 1979. Michael's first album under Motown was Off the Wall, which was a huge success and established Michael's status as a full-fledged star rather than a star child. Released in August 10, 1979, produced by Quincy Jones, the album was a fusion of disco, funk, soul, R&B, and pop. The album reached #3 on the Billboard 200 and #1 on the R&B albums. The album was certified 9 times platinum. With sales of over 20 million copies worldwide, the album spawned 2 #1 songs on the US Hot 100, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You, and became the first album in history to have 4 top 10 singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Number 1, Thriller, 1982. Thriller released November 30, 1982, and changed the face of music and music videos forever. The album sold over 70 million copies, and some sources say even over 100 million. The album certified 34 times platinum in the US, the highest ever for a single album. All 7 singles entered the US top 10. The album spent 37 non-consecutive weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 and remained on the chart for no less than 500 weeks. Michael was the biggest thing in the world, or as they said at the time, the closest thing to Jesus. Prince's albums reshaped music by blending funk, rock, pop, and R&B into a bold, innovative sound. 1999 broke barriers with synth-driven hits, while Purple Rain became a cultural phenomenon, topping charts and earning an Oscar. Sign of the Times showcased his versatility with socially conscious themes and experimental styles. His albums consistently pushed artistic boundaries, influenced countless musicians, and redefined the role of an artist as a creative force in control of writing, producing, and performing. Number 3. Sign of the Times, 1987. In 1987, he released his album, Sign of the Times. The album was the first of the post-revolution era. The album, cited as his most artistically ambitious work, tackled social issues, romance, spirituality, and genre exploration. The album sold over 5 million copies and was certified platinum in the US. The album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200. The title track, Sign of the Times, reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, in addition to 3 top 10 hits. The album's seen as one of the most innovative albums of the 80s, plus a creative rebirth showing he could stand tall solo with total creative control. Number 2, 1999-1982. Prince's first mainstream album was 1999. The album was a huge success and a sign of what was to come. The album sold 6 million copies in the US, certified 4 times platinum, peaked at number 9 on the Billboard 200, and produced 3 top 10 hits. The album defined the Minneapolis sound and became a global party anthem and political statement. The album showed that Prince was starting to find his sound and wasn't afraid to take risks. 1999 set the stage for his superstardom with Purple Rain. Number 1. Purple Rain, 1984. 2 years after 1999, Prince released his most successful album in 1984 called Purple Rain, the album named after the film in which Prince appeared and was a huge success. Widely considered Prince's magnum opus, the album sold over 25 million copies and was certified 13-time platinum in the US. The album climbed to number 1 on the Billboard 200 and stayed there for 24 consecutive weeks. The album's 3 singles were top 2 hits on the Billboard 100, with When Doves Cry and Let's Go Crazy reaching number 1, and Purple Rain reaching number 2. The album merged rock, pop, R&B, and funk in a genre-defying sound, and set the standard for musical films and concept albums. In terms of hits, there aren't many artists who come close to Michael, and there are too many to go over. More than 50 of Michael's songs have entered the top 100, 30 songs have entered the top 10, and 13 songs have reached number 1, which was a record for a male artist until Drake surpassed him. Songs like Smooth Criminal, Black or White, The Way You Make Me Feel, and You Are Not Alone, and so many more were the lot of all music lovers, and helped establish Michael as a well-oiled hit machine. Number 3. Beat It, 1983. Michael Jackson's Beat It became a global smash, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and reaching number 1 in multiple countries. Selling millions worldwide, it won 2 Grammy Awards and featured Eddie Van Halen's iconic guitar solo. Blending rock and pop, it broke genre barriers, expanded Jackson's audience, and remains one of his most influential and enduring hits. Number 2. Thriller, 1983. The song that is the title of the album is one of Michael's most iconic songs, thanks in large part to its legendary music video. The video became the world's most iconic music video of all time, and forever changed the world of music videos. The Thriller dance became a pop culture staple. The song peaked at number 4 on Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on dance and R&B charts. The song sold over 6 million copies worldwide. Number 1. Billie Jean, 1983. Michael Jackson's Billie Jean became one of the most successful singles of all time, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks and reaching number 1 globally. Selling over 10 million copies worldwide, it earned multiple platinum certifications. With its iconic bass line and groundbreaking music video, Billie Jean revolutionized pop, showcased Jackson's artistry, and remains a timeless cultural milestone in his legacy. Prince is no stranger to chart success. He placed 47 songs on the Hot 100 during his lifetime, with 5 of them hitting number 1 and 19 making the top 10. Songs like Bat Dance, Cream, Little Red Corvette, and Raspberry Beret starred on the charts and in the hearts of fans. Number 1. Kiss, 1986. Prince's 1986 hit Kiss was a defining success, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 2 weeks and reaching number 1 in several countries, including the UK. Its stripped-down funk style and falsetto vocals showcased Prince's innovative artistry. The single sold over 1 million copies in the US, earning platinum certification. Kiss became one of his signature songs, winning a Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance and cementing his influence on funk, pop, and R&B while remaining a timeless classic in his legacy. Number 2. Purple Rain, 1984. Prince's Purple Rain became one of his most iconic songs, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and serving as the emotional centerpiece of his Oscar-winning film and album of the same name. The single sold millions worldwide and earned a Grammy for Best Rock Vocal Performance. Its powerful blend of rock, gospel, and soul cemented Prince's status as a genre-defying artist. Widely regarded as his signature song, Purple Rain remains a cultural anthem and a highlight of his legendary legacy. Number 1. When Doves Cry, 1984. Prince's When Doves Cry was a groundbreaking success, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 consecutive weeks and becoming the year's best-selling single in the US. It also reached number 1 in Australia and Canada, while hitting the top 10 in numerous countries worldwide. The song sold millions globally and was certified platinum. Its innovative sound, notably the absence of a bass line, redefined pop and R&B. Widely hailed as one of Prince's masterpieces, it cemented his status as a visionary and shaped his enduring legacy. Michael Jackson was not just a music icon, he was a global touring phenomenon. His concerts were grand theatrical spectacles, blending jaw-dropping choreography, pioneering stage effects, and emotional showmanship. His concerts were with innovative choreography, military-style costumes, elaborate sets, pyrotechnics, and the famous moonwalk. Michael's performances were so exciting that an entire crew was responsible for escorting spectators who fainted from overexcitement. Number 3. Dangerous World Tour, 1992-1993. Michael Jackson's Dangerous World Tour was a massive global success, covering 69 concerts in over 20 countries across Europe, Asia, and Latin America. The tour drew more than 3.5 million fans, with several shows attracting record-breaking stadium crowds. Grossing over $140 million, all proceeds were donated to charity, showcasing Jackson's humanitarian side. Number 2. Bad World Tour, 1987-1989. Michael's second most successful tour with 132 shows in 15 countries, over 4.4 million spectators in attendance, and revenue of over $125 million. The tour was his first as a solo artist, and broke the Guinness World Record for most successful concert series at Wembley Stadium. Number 1. History World Tour, 1996-1997. Michael's most successful tour, with 82 shows in 57 countries, more than 4.5 million viewers in attendance, and revenue of over $165 million. Michael performed in cities where no major pop artist had gone before, such as Tunisia, India, and parts of Eastern Europe. Prince was renowned for his dynamic live performances, which often featured theatrical flair, virtuoso guitar solos, and genre-spanning set lists. He embarked on over 24 major tours, each uniquely reflecting the era of his music, from the raw energy of early club dates to elaborate arena and stadium productions. Number 3. Welcome to Tour, 2010-12. Prince's Welcome to America tour was a commercial and critical triumph, spanning North America, Europe, and Australia. Drawing over 2 million fans, the tour grossed more than $120 million. Known for marathon shows, surprise guest appearances, and eclectic set lists, it showcased Prince's enduring magnetism. The tour reinforced his legendary status and highlighted his influence on live performance artistry. Number 2. Musicology Live 2000 Forever Tour, 2004. The album was the top-grossing North American tour of 2004, with revenues of $88 million, with 1.4 million attendees over 88 shows in 52 North American cities. He revitalized Prince's public image, returning to full-band funk. Cool fact: CDs of Musicology were included with ticket purchases. Number 1. Purple Rain Tour, 1984-85. The album's meteoric success was not lost on the tour that followed, with revenues of more than $22 million in North America alone. With 1.7 million tickets sold over 98 to 111 shows, the tour debuted with the Revolution's iconic lineup, including Wendy and Lisa. It was filled with legendary staging, light shows, fog, a dramatic runway, and incorporation of cinematic hits at the climax. Michael was one of the most awarded artists in history, receiving hundreds of awards across music, humanitarian efforts, and cultural impact. Michael has won 13 Grammy Awards, with notable wins including Record of the Year for Beat It, Album of the Year for Thriller, and Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Thriller. He has won 26 American Music Awards, with most notable including Artist of the Century, Artist of the Decade, and Favorite Pop Male Artist. He has won 16 World Music Awards, with most notable such as Best-Selling Pop Male Artist of the Millennium and World's Best-Selling artist of all time, and many more music awards. Michael holds more than 30 Guinness records, including most awards won by a recording artist, most charity organizations supported by a pop star, largest audience ever for a televised performance for the Super Bowl halftime show. Michael is the only artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, for his career with the Jackson 5 and for his solo career. In terms of charity and humanitarianism, Michael has received many awards, whether from the UN, various U.S. presidents, and international charity organizations. He holds the record for the artist who donated the most in history, and donated millions of dollars to hunger and poverty organizations. He, along with a host of world stars, raised $66 million for Africa with the song We Are the World. Prince received numerous awards and honors throughout his illustrious career, both within the music industry and in broader cultural recognition. He has won 7 Grammy Awards, with notable wins including Best Rock Performance by a Duo or Group for Purple Rain soundtrack, Best Album of Original Score written for a Motion Picture for Purple Rain, Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group for Kiss. He has won 4 American Music Awards, with notable wins including Favorite Pop Rock Album for Purple Rain, Favorite Soul R&B Album for a Purple Rain, and Favorite Pop Rock Male Artist. He has won 4 MTV Video Music Awards, with notable wins including Best Choreography in a Video for You Got the Look, Best Dance Video for Bat Dance. Prince received a Billboard Icon Award posthumously in 2016, honoring his massive impact on popular music and Billboard charts. He inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, recognized for reshaping pop, R&B, rock and funk, and his boundary-pushing innovation in performance, fashion, and identity. Prince won both the Golden Globe Award and the Oscars for Best Original Song for Purple Rain. Prince is the only artist in history to have a #1 song, #1 album, and #1 movie at the box office all at the same time with Purple Rain. A huge achievement that has never been replicated to this day, and one that speaks to the size of his stardom during those years. Michael Jackson's legacy is that of an unparalleled global icon who transformed music, dance, and pop culture. Known as the King of Pop, he broke racial barriers on MTV, revolutionized music videos with cinematic storytelling, and set records with albums like Thriller. His signature moves, such as the moonwalk, became cultural milestones. Jackson's humanitarian efforts raised millions for global causes, influencing generations beyond music. His impact echoes in countless artists who followed, across genres and continents. Despite controversies, his artistry, innovation, and message of unity and healing continue to inspire and shape the world of entertainment and social awareness. Prince was a revolutionary artist whose legacy transcends music. Known for his genre-defying sound, electrifying performances, and bold individuality, he redefined pop, funk, and R&B. A prolific songwriter and multi-instrumentalist, Prince released iconic albums like Purple Rain and challenged industry norms by fighting for artist rights and creative control. His fearless expression of gender, sexuality, and identity inspired generations. Beyond music, he was a quiet philanthropist, supporting social justice, education, and youth programs. Prince's innovation, independence, and influence continue to shape artists and culture worldwide, solidifying him as one of the most impactful musicians of all time. Prince was an amazing and innovative artist, an artist who was not afraid to take risks and did it his way, a true artist who played countless instruments and changed the face of music. But as in every kingdom, the king is the one who rules, and the king of pop is the winner. An iconic artist who is like no other and will never be. An artist whose songs are played and passed down from generation to generation. An artist whose career is replicable, who has reached the highest heights an artist can reach, who is responsible for inspiring entire generations of artists and people together. An artist who was and will be no more. The one and only, the legendary Michael Jackson. Do you agree with the winner? And which artist careers would you like to see compared next? Write in the comments below and don't forget to like and follow. See you in the next comparison.